Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today was a pretty big day for XRP. There's most likely going to be quite a couple of videos coming out as, well, there's just a lot of important news to cover. Starting it off, Mike Novogratz compares XRP army to 9/11 truthers. You could tell them anything, and that's something I really want to talk about today. We of course got some other interesting news, but this one really caught my attention because it kind of feels like treachery, and I'll tell you guys a little bit later about exactly why I say that. And also, it's just a little bit sad because it's not really the truth. But then again, I'll talk to you guys about all of this in just a second. Before we get into it, I want to say this is the first recording I ever make from abroad, from Dubai, as a lot of you guys actually know. So we're going to have to see exactly how everything works here. I'm not sure if I can upload properly or what exactly is going to happen. But yeah, it's a new chapter, new something fun. And I'm definitely going to meet a couple of people here. So if you're from there, let me know in the comment section down below as well. And just as a whole, where are you guys from? Where are you guys watching from? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz compares the XRP army to some conspiracy theorists. And Mike Novogratz, for who do not know who he is the CEO of Galaxy Digital, which is one of the early investors in Ripple. So he's a large shareholder in Ripple. Quote, over the years, the XRP army has built up a real community of people that really want to believe it. You could tell them anything. It's like conspiracy theories. There's a little bit of that in crypto. They just don't look at the truth sometimes. The billionaire also said that this community reminds him of the former President Trump's supporters who continue to deny the legitimacy of the 2020 election and English football fans. Over the past few months, the XRP community has been waging a hashtag war against ex-SEC Chairman Jay Clayton and former high-ranking SEC officials who brought the lawsuit against Ripple. Its members are busy spreading baseless conspiracy theories about presumed conflicts of interest. And as of this point already, I can personally say, okay, he's really trying to deny everything. And the reason I'm saying it's kind of treachery or something like that is because he's an investor in Ripple, so he should know this, right? He is involved with the lawsuit as well because he's an investor in Ripple, so theoretically speaking, his money is on the line here if Ripple breaks through. But I would kind of question, like, why and where does he get this from? I mean, the whole SEC versus Ripple lawsuit is, regardless of what you believe in, in different aspects, it is strange. And the fact that they don't give out all the information to the public is strange. The fact that the Jay Clayton, for example, is connected to Ethereum and Bitcoin and now came back and they all earn millions of it is strange. You literally can't really deny it, right? There's no denying it in this sense. So from that perspective, I would also like to disagree with him. The other part, I mean, you're going to have people everywhere. You're going to have different sorts of people everywhere. So, I mean, in the end, it's not really I don't know what to say about it. It's just odd that he switches sides like that. Then, Ripple should be worth $60 billion. The former hedge fund manager claims that he has never liked XRP because a lot of tokens are owned by the company. Quote, I've never liked the XRP token because you've got one group that owns so much of it. Let alone you've got the SEC breathing down the necks of the CEO, the founder, and the company. And that is exactly the point which the CEO and the founder were making, is that this is actually the only lawsuit in such a case where they've actually decided to sue the founder, Chris Larsen, and the CEO, Brett Garlinghouse. With every other crypto project that's ever been sued by the SEC, they didn't do that, and that's definitely questionable. It's definitely questionable. That's also, again, something to really question about. So from that perspective, once more, I would say he's wrong. After Novogratz questioned the XP rally, the token's fans started attacking him on Twitter, urging the billionaire to cash out his stake in Ripple. Novogratz acknowledges that it's been a painful trade for him. He states that the company should be worth $60 billion based on the amount of XRP it has, but Ripple's equity equals or actually trades at about $3 billion. So something's way off. I would say they were valued at $10 billion just now, a couple of months ago. Then the lawsuit came in and it came down to $2 billion or so, which is logical if you think about it though. Right now it's still a private company though, so yeah. Also, this XRP that they own, it's debatable if they actually should put that into the valuation, because if you think about it, the XRP that they own is an escrow, so it's not really given out. It's just something they are eligible to. So should they be valued completely towards it? I wouldn't say so, because they don't have the total supply, or this 53 billion just, in their hands basically. They can't just touch it. It's like same thing as, okay, you're going to get a big payment in a couple of months from now, for example, or just every month from now. you can kind of, estimate your value to be worth something along those lines. But then again, if your main priority is not to use it for yourself, but use it for, something, it's like not having the money at all, right? So I would say I disagree there. One thing I would like to agree with him on is this type of stuff. I've told you guys before, I am very royal with my XRP price predictions. I think a lot of stuff is possible, and whenever you see these types of questions like what will XRP be worth in 2030, I mostly agree with them. For example, saying, a couple $100 or something like that in 10 years from now, I'm not going to say that that's ridiculous, right? But this one, 35,000 per XRP, this one was kind of hurting me a little bit because I don't really know exactly why. Now, I know who came up with it. It was actually an interview with, I don't know his name anymore, but one guy. Basically, there's an interview between James Rule and one guy, and I quickly checked it out back then as well when the prediction came out. James Rule and the guy just made a company together, I believe, or just the guy invested in his company, and they did an interview, and the guy just blandly said a number. Is the number based upon something? No, not really. It's just a thought. And as I said before, it's really just to get a lot of attention because some of those videos have over 300,000 views. The video by, I don't know his name anymore. He's also an XP community member. He's also pretty big on Twitter. I don't know his name anymore, but that one guy has almost 300,000 views on that video. People like to see it, people like to speculate on it, but it doesn't really have any legitimacy to it. The $10,000 XRP one at least has a lot of thought into it, a lot of theory behind it. This one is just based out of thin air, so please don't have this as your expectation, guys. If it's going to happen, well, I wouldn't know why. I wouldn't know how. I really wouldn't. People say, oh, but if Bitcoin can do it, XP can do it too. In theory, yes, but it's really quite different because the amount of XRP in circulation is way higher. So logically, the XRP price will always be lower than something which has less coins, right? So, for example, if XRP were to now burn almost everything, for example, burn, let's say 45 billion, so there's 1 billion left, yeah, of course the price should increase, right? Because, well, there's less coins right now, so the value per coin should be higher. Same thing, if they were to go down to 21 million coins like Bitcoin, yeah, the value should increase as well. Can XP hit, for example, $50,000 if the circulating supply were to be 10 million instead of 46 billion? Yeah, definitely, but that's not the case. And from that perspective, I'm going to say yes, he's right, where some people really are looking too far into it. And I guess the whole bearable guy, 1, 2, 3 type of situation, you might also include there. Then again, in hindsight or in the end, I don't really agree with him, but I do see where he's coming from on some points. Even though he's kind of a trader, and I don't know how he doesn't see this whole Jay Clayton ordeal. Yeah, you can see where he's coming from. He's wrong, in my opinion, but all right. I just wanted to quickly give you guys an overview of this guy, because I don't know what he's onto or why he's doing this. Specifically, not if he's an investor in Ripple. Like, why are you shooting yourself in the leg right there? I don't get it. Then Warren Buffett agrees that Bitcoin is disgusting. Warren Buffett's right-hand man, Charlie Munger, and we have another one here, Berkshire Hathaway's Charlie Munger says Bitcoin is disgusting and contrary to interest of civilization. Well, you might say these guys are into the banks, right? They're really heavy into the banking system, and they're freaking, relatively old, 90-ish. So they're really not adaptive of this type of, just technology. And also, they are bank maxis, so they probably wouldn't like anything akin to this. At least I would think so. Earlier in February, Munger has said that trading crypto is just like dementia, and that the price of Bitcoin is far too volatile to be a mainstream medium of exchange. It's really kind of an artificial substitute of gold, and since I never buy any gold, I never buy any Bitcoin. I recommend that other people follow my practice, he said. Oh, he's a financial advisor, so I guess he can say that. Also, his strategy is definitely a lot safer, but it also, gives less gains if you don't have a lot of money, So those kinds... Wait, Munger, let's quickly check it out here. Where was the part? Buffett, oh no. Wait, let me see here. Okay, so here it was. The inevitable question came up about Bitcoin during today's Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting with Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. Buffett dodges. Buffett, chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, says he hates it when he sees politicians dodge questions, but that he would do so himself on the question of Bitcoin. Quote, we had a governor one time in Nebraska a long time ago, and he would get a tough question, what do you think about property taxes? Or what should we do about schools? And he'd look right at the person and he'd say, I'm all right on that one. And he'd walk off. Well, I'm all right on that one, Buffett said before turning it over to Vice Chairman Munger. Munger has said, those who know me well are just waving the red flag to the bull, Munger said. Of course I hate the Bitcoin success. I don't welcome a currency that's so useful to kidnappers and extortionists. So, He also dislikes cash in that sense. I don't get this one either. So fourth, nor do I like just shoveling out billions of dollars or billions of dollars to someone who just invented a new financial product out of thin air. I think I should say modestly that I think the whole damn development is disgusting and contrary to the interests of civilization, and I'll leave the criticism to others. To which Buffett responded, I'm all right on that one. So in the end, it's the same type of opinion. It's still kind of, dodgy because he didn't really explain why. He just says some people are getting really rich off it. He doesn't like that, basically. That's at least what I fetch from these words. And he's putting up a really fake argument of kidnappers and extortionists. That makes no sense because cash is the same type of thing. And there's definitely a lot of other ways to do it with just banks as well. So that's not true. And again, maybe he's just sad. It's making the normal people rich. I don't know exactly why, right? But it's not a really good, well-spoken out opinion. And it's, an opinion is an opinion, so I can't say it's good or bad his opinion is, but it's not really properly explained in my opinion. And then Ripple price analysis, after nearly 50% weekly gains, can XRP conquer $2? Just want to quickly once more say, $2 is just the start of things. We haven't really seen the big bull run, guys. I keep telling you guys about it. If we go down lower, I buy the dip. If we go up higher, I don't really sell. Maybe that sounds stupid, but it's just a waiting game, basically. I just wait until the right moment to just cash out big. I don't want to cash out for just a couple of dollars, and I think you guys feel me on that one as well, where you just want the cake or have nothing at all. And once more, guys, this is still the platform I use for trading. As of this point, it looks really freaking juicy. It looks like another good setup to buy the freaking dip. Kind of a Sunday dip, right? Like usual. And then again, coins aren't really down that much at all. Dogecoin is actually pumping right now as well. And so maybe Sunday dip, maybe no Sunday dip. Let's quickly see here. Let's see in the next couple of hours, I guess, if we're going to see a really big dip or not. I mean, no, it didn't really. I guess we saw a little bit of a dip earlier, maybe. Let's quickly check it out, 24 hours. Yeah, but it's still only $1.56 per XRP. So we didn't really see too much of a dip. Right now we're down a little bit to 157.58. Yeah, no, not really. Interesting. But yeah, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto update.